Hey, so I'm Satirmath. I guess you could tell by the mask that I'm the satirical mathematician. And since I am a bit of a mathematician, I always think about logic and comparison, scales, stuff like that. You know, like 2 to 4. It's a ratio, just like 1 to 2. Not L plus ratio, like you Gen Z kids assume, but ratio as in something compared to something else in terms of size. Now, some people say that size doesn't matter, but in my opinion, I think it does. So, while pondering in my mathematical oasis, whoa, look at the camera, it's always, like that. It's always in the center. Anyways, while I was pondering in my mathematical oasis, I was thinking about pancakes, because I was actually making pancakes right now. And because I was making pancakes, that's a ton of carbohydrates and fat and whatever. So I decided to grab a banana right here. I was just about to swallow the banana, deep throated, even. But I only got one bite through and realized it's like fucking January. Was it? I don't know, January something, middle of January. I hadn't made a Satirmath video in like 2 weeks. Usual upload schedule's like 2 weeks to 2 months. I don't know. I decided, why not think about the scale of the universe in terms of banana, Reddit, and the internet's favorite form of scale. Now, if you look right here, a banana seems to be like 4 inches. 4 inches is pretty average for a banana. God. But some people can even have it up to like 5 or 6 or even 8 inches. And for you Europeans and literally the rest of the world out there, that's about, I think, that's about like 10 centimeters. Now, 10 centimeters, that's a pretty good base, given that 10 is the first power of 10. Usually how we scale the world. Usually like 10 in terms of 10 to the power 0, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the 3, and it's like 1,000 So I decided, why not take the banana and compare it to something moderately sized, like, say, an apple. I'm gonna make it a heart because it's close to Valentine's Day. Just like Satirmath blows a kiss to Fred Weirback. A heart, apple are about the same size as a banana, being about like also 10 centimeters. What if we go even further? What if we go to 100 centimeters? A banana would be about this big compared to 100 centimeters. And something that would be 100 centimeters would be like, maybe like the width of a TV. Yeah, if you put a TV upright, don't do that. You'll probably make it fall. That'll be like 100 centimeters. I'd say about as big as 3 feet. I'm gonna draw like a few feet. My God, these are terrible. And on that TV, say you're, I don't know, watching Course Gazette. And the Course Gazette talks about loads of different things. I don't know, like, I think off the top of my head, it's actually no, all of it is just like science and psychology. Much like some other channels I watch, some other intellectual channels I watch, because everybody knows I'm the smartest of them. Oh my god, I burped. The smartest of them all. Now, if you look at Kurzgesagt, you see that I'm holding the phone really far away, but it looks like I'm holding it near. Look at that. Now, if you're watching Kurzgesagt, you may see their size comparison videos. Not that. No, the size comparison belonged to, how do you spell it? Jesus, these channels have really weird names. It's like it's like Rigai Rook comparison. And their channel was a bit like their channel goes something like that. Wait, no, I just remembered it's spelled like Rigaru comparison. Now, unfortunately, they quit YouTube like 3 years ago, 3 or 4. Last time I checked, it was like about a year ago, 2 years ago. So I've kind of lost track. And it's such a shame because they were actually pretty good. Until like other stupid channels came along, like, I don't know, Watch, Data. It's the ones that you see with like the little hexagons, lines between them. And it's like, there's a 69% chance you die. And a 6-7 chance you say 6-7, and a 41% chance you on yourself, and a 42% chance you find the meaning of the universe. Now, I only agree with the 42 part, the 69 part, but all of the rest of it is bull hockey, if I say so myself. And to truly give you a watch of how big this YouTube channel is, think about let's go to the next power, like 100. That's 1,000, idiot. That's 1,000. Now, a banana would be about this big. Something that's like 1,000 centimeters, or about like 10 meters, would be, I don't know, a sidewalk along a house. It's like the road. It's like a cool house. Shown from above, you idiot. That's 1,000 centimeters. That's true, by the way, I measured it myself. Walking along this very path. What's bigger than 1,000? Well, as your friend in kindergarten said. Actually, I don't know what your friend in kindergarten said because I don't watch kindergartners. But like 1,000, it's a pretty big number. When you're like asking people to say big numbers, 1,000 centimeters would be, I think, 100 meters. What's 100 meters? Now at this point, your mind begins to break because people aren't meant to think about numbers this large. But if you think about it, truly do think about it, you could say that, let me think. It's as big as, I don't know, a pretty small train. So that's like trains, and they're like doing this, like that, more like a circle that looked like something else. And they're going along train tracks. Now the autistic people of my audience, which is almost like 90% of them, may look at this and scoff. Trains, they can get really large, up to like 100,000 centimeters, or even 1 million centimeters, or even 10 million centimeters. And I'm not discrediting that. But if there is one thing that does in fact exist, it's that, well, there's bigger numbers. There's like, let me think if I remember, it's like, after 1 million comes 10 million, and 100 million, billion, then 10 billion, 100 billion, and after that is a trillion. And that's about, if I remember correctly, like 3 trillion is the GDP of the United States in dollars. I thought it was like 300 trillion. I don't remember right now. But I think of something like $300 trillion. How big would a banana be on that? Will it be about this big? And if my entire desk was made up of $100 bills, about this wide, then yeah, that's about how big a banana would be. A banana here to hand for comparison. Now the science of big numbers is called Googology. I watched a video on that quite a while ago. It was yesterday. And let me think, if there were, let me think, is there, that's like a trillion, like a trillion centimeters, or was it meters, between like the Earth and the Sun, or was it the Earth and Pluto, I don't know. At this point the numbers start to get really big, as in out of your mind. That's mine being exploded, by the way. After a trillion, it was like 10 trillion, 100 trillion, a quadrillion, and then a quintillion, and then a, what is it, sextillion, septillion, octillion, nonillion, and after that I think it's decillion. Let me try to write that out actually. Okay, let me think. It'd be about that big of a number. It's like 1 decillion followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 33 zeros actually. If we go even further, if we make it say 100 zeros, it'd be about a number that reaches about this large. If you just write like tons of zeros going on and on, that would be 10 to the power of 100. And what do you call this? A Go. Now Google is defined as 10 to the power of 100, and it's a pretty big number. In fact, if you try to think of this number, your brain would explode. I can't remember. Was it that number or was it Graham's number? I can't remember. Now imagine, I don't know, Google Planck lengths. How big would a banana be if this entire universe were filled with Planck lengths? If I Google things, as a very qualified person myself, I'd say that a banana would be about this big. What if it were, I don't know, a Googleplex bananas? If there were Googleplex bananas in the universe, according to my studies, the potassium would be about 10 to the power 54 potassium atoms. And if you try to discredit me, just know that I'm the scientist here and you are not. And we can just keep on going. After like Graham's number, from there's like Rayu's number. There's I don't know, a bunch of other numbers I can't think of. Well, actually I can't think of because I'm writing them down. 3 busy beavers, I don't know, like 100. I think there's one called like CS. If you go to like 5, it explodes. And there's actually one called fish number 7. I'm lying actually. If you guys search it up, there'll be nothing there, so go ahead, search it up. Doesn't exist. And if we go all the way back to the very beginning, you can see that all of these numbers are very, very useful within our lives, especially the very big ones, since we always use them. But it doesn't matter because nobody likes those. Nobody likes studying Googology like a nerd. And what else? Is it that these big numbers are very useful. You should try integrating them into your papers. But good luck with that, because nobody will love them except for me, because I'm the satirical mathematician. Everybody knows I like everything associated with mathematics and logic and everything else and STEM-related stuff. So if you will excuse me, I'll go back to eating my banana and making a thumbnail for this video. So goodbye, freakers. That's right. I'm showing the Chinese middle finger on my video. What are you gonna do about it? Unsubscribe?